Hello, YouTube. This is Ace the Gamer with the Let's Play Fallout New Vegas Part 17. Now, what we're gonna do today is gonna be a little different. We're gonna be running drugs after we go to save someone. It's kind of complicated, kind of not. You'll see what I mean.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
So what I'm going to do first is, of course, we want to do this quest first, so we're clicking it. But
Whoa, new guy.
now this is a really cool thing. By just giving quote-unquote recipes and doing the no charge, just helping out, it does help your overall efforts, and there's usually no reason to pick anything else because it is just free XP and quick XP.
Gruda lit.
So all of a sudden we are liked now by the Great Khans, not just accepted. And that is actually a fairly big leap. So unfortunately, there's you hate to see it. We got to rescue someone that's all the way over here, and the pretty much closest area we have is Ranger Station. So because we are almost full when it comes to our weight, what we're actually going to do is go back to the outpost, back to our handy little box, and just dump as much as we can. Fortunately for this particular episode, number 17, we're not going to really be in a situation where we're having to kill, like, X amount of enemies. This part is actually more about just running around, mainly. So after I deposit all of that, I will finally take back out the wonderful Wasteland Wanderer outfit. That's, again, +1 agility and +1 endurance. And as mentioned, when you get +1 agility armor, you just run way faster, and since, again, we're not really going to run into any enemies that our two companions won't be able to handle, even just on their own by themselves, there's no reason to really go crazy with not just putting the agility armor on. Like, I love to see it, but I hate to see it when the assassins just appear out of nowhere, and it's kind of good because, again, you can just get so many valuable things to sell that you normally wouldn't use anyways, but when you're just trying to do something and then it's like, oh, we're getting attacked by these guys, it's kind of annoying, not gonna lie, but nonetheless, we're gonna re-equip that, and let's see, we can do a prime armor for that, and yeah, so we just gotta make sure that As usual, we use Eddie for the weapons. And you might be wondering why I actually use Eddie instead of Boone. Because I have been mentioning that time and time again throughout this playthrough. And the reason for that is if you give certain weapons to Boone, it'll kind of mess up his entire, just kind of the way he handles his own weapons. Like for example, I've done playthroughs on my own where I gave Boone like just some weak weapons to hold, and then all of a sudden Boone was just basically refusing to do anything when it comes to pulling out his sniper rifle again, which, to be honest, is the only main reason to even consider him as a companion. So basically, time and time again, it would just be like losing just a very valuable companion just because a little game glitch. So okay. Ooh, that hurt. That really hurt. You can see it. It was definitely the limb damage. So what I'm actually going to do is use a stim pack instead of a doctor's bag. So as you can see, we have 6 doctor bags left, but before I used it on the leg, had 40 stim packs, and that's something also to pay attention to. But, ooh, you hate to see limb damage like that, because if you don't take care of it right away, it does, do just things you just would rather not have it do. And maybe it's enough? No, it's not enough. So, as per usual, gonna hope that we can get towards Eddie. There we go. And giving him more stuff. As you can see, we barely have room for anything else. Let's see if there's any misc, if there's any, oh, we could do that. You know what, since we're not really using these right now, I'm just gonna give Eddie them, just to save us as much space as we can, because, since again, we have a companion that can haul so much for us, we might as well take advantage and use it. But, usually explosions, even as strong as I am now with 7 endurance, shouldn't usually, especially, I think that was a dynamite too, it usually shouldn't cripple a limb for the most part, unless you're just wearing something like we are now, where really you have like no protection. Like, to the game you might as well be wearing nothing, is essentially what we're wearing right now. So it could be a little troublesome, but this is why if we find ourselves about to get into a whole heap of trouble, we could at least attempt to switch to a different type of armor to kind of just avoid that. But in the moment, I didn't think they'd throw dynamite at me, so but again, you hate to see it, because stim packs are, as you can tell throughout the playthrough, just very scarce, and it takes a while to be able to ooh, that okay. Oh no, is oh wait, that's a ghoul. Ooh, let's take care of this. Oh, Okay. I think that was Eddie's laser, so thanks, Eddie. Oh. You know, it's also unfortunate with ghouls in this game, even if they're dressed as NCR, for the most part, you're not gonna see that, you're gonna be able to even get, NCR armor off of the ghouls once you kill them, and it makes for a bit of a disappointment, if I must say, but we're getting much closer to the original drug runner Anders, which I don't really know too much about New Vegas's lore and backstory and such, but since this guy was a very much must be found, he was caught by the Legion and such. It wouldn't be far fetched to assume that he was just sorry, I gotta go another way, I think, but it's not far fetched to think that he was responsible for really pushing most of the drugs for the Great Khans, and considering how much you can sell things like Psycho and such for, you have to wonder how much caps the Great Khans were actually able to get just from, again, the drug running. But when you are going into the drug trade, there's there's times where you just as they say, you just get captured and hung on a cross, which goes to show you probably shouldn't pursue that line of work if possible. Um, but who knows? The Great Khans are a very interesting faction because they do hold a set of values, but even so, they push drugs when you would think that there would be easier ways for them to actually make caps to be able to barter and trade for food and other things that they might be lacking. Oh no, geckos, geckos. Oh no, oh no, oh no, they're fire geckos. Oh, they're burning me. They're burning me. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. A rat. Man. I kind of regret coming this way now. Let's see. Yeah, we have to go that way, and we weren't quite going that way, but we would have had to go to that ranger station anyways, so I'm still counting it as a win for just the fact that we were able to discover that that ranger station. And what's interesting about that particular ranger station, as you saw as I was getting closer to that station, I was getting hit with radiation. So for whatever reason, even though even the ranger there, I believe even the ranger is a ghoul, it's still kind of confusing why they would choose to keep the barrels radiating radiation, no pun intended, because when push comes to shove, ooh, Searchlight North Gold Mine. That is awesome, because I don't quite remember this so-called gold mine, but that's, again, the wonderful thing about Fallout New Vegas. Even though you might have done 50 or 100 playthroughs, you can still somehow discover new locations like that. But to be fair, I probably have gone in there before, but we're definitely gonna save it for another video, another part, because what we care about right now, for the most part, is just rescuing Anders and making sure that the Great Khans don't just like us, but they like love us because we're and the next part, hopefully, if we have the time, we are going to, well, as mentioned, the Fiends are notorious for, of course, using drugs, so that's their biggest client, but oof. There we go. But so we're essentially going to help them deliver like the last package of well, I'll call them goods instead of drugs moving forward. Goods to their biggest buyer.
Anders told me what happened.
Okay, and so basically when it comes to, and again, if we didn't look for the Crimson Caravan, it would have taken us much longer to do this part, but I don't think it's ever a good thing when your biggest buyer is, well, in polite terms, beheaded in their own fortress. But again, that's what we're actually going to do. The leader of the Fiends, I believe, is Motor Runner, if I'm thinking correctly. But again, to make sure we get the most out of the Great Khans, which in this playthrough, since we're siding with the NCR, it's smart to be very nice and buddy-buddy with them.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel
Hello there. Well,
safe.
What are you doing here?
Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna go casually back to the package making place. I don't think there's a way to make this child friendly.
Seems like you...
Okay, so now is the really cool part, delivering the package to Motor Runner, but it is actually oof. So before we get into Vault 3, we're not going to wear the simple armor because technically we can just wait until we're about to enter to put it on. But of course, to get to Vault 3, we're going to have to at least pass quite a few fiends, but by making the fiends go to sleep forever, that's outside the Vault 3, we can actually we are actually able to kill them without any repercussion as long as we're wearing that armor. So again, if you're like me and you like planning ahead, I would definitely do that in this case. But do we have any? No alcohol. Okay, Instamash. Maybe yeah, you know what, it hurts to do this, but Okay. Come on, Eddie. Okay. Actually, yeah, I didn't even get to search this guy yet, so. Alright, Eddie, let's see what you're willing to take from me to lighten my load. Oof. Well, yeah, I guess I can't use the super sledge for a little bit unless, yeah, you know what? I could. So, after doing that run, what I'm actually going to do is, make a trip to the outpost to our special box because, there's no reason we should be carrying just so much weight around with us right now. Especially since we're going to be going on a killing spree.
Morning.
Even before the vault, let alone when we finish the quest and we actually have a moment to go back and complete the Camp and Garen quest, which has to do with, again, putting Motor Runner to rest for once and for all. But let's see. And give Eddie that. Not the other crate. So close, I almost messed up again. How about that? But as you can see, a lot of the weapons that I'm depositing is actually they stack up very very quickly when it comes to caps. So, but since we don't necessarily need any of that, I'm just gonna deposit that. Just depositing everything we don't necessarily need. And that should be it. But I'm actually going to, after running back here, what I'm gonna end up doing is, I'm going to heal, and then we will call it for the day. Again, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and better yet, subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.